What's good, everyone? Hello again, friends. And you are my friends. Beer here. This is going to be something a little bit different. Um, as you probably know, I am on Max Wrestling every Thursday. I usually find something to complain about the world of professional wrestling. Um, I tend to want to do extra max. If someone did something stupid. But today we're going to talk about one thing that at the moment you could say is incredibly stupid, as you can tell by the title of the video. How I would save, or how to save, Monday Night Raw's women's division. As you know, Monday Night Raw has been absolutely garbage to watch. SmackDown is on life support. Now, I watched that AEW and I watched Impact. Dynamite last week was terrible. I'm recording this the night after Redemption. Redemption was one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen. And TNA, they got their own shit to sort out. Judging anyway, Monday Night Raw have got, without a doubt, at the moment, the worst women's division I have ever seen. It is so bad, I seriously do not know what is going on. Now, a lot of people would notice that last week, there was not one singles match last Monday. There was one women's segment, and that was during a commercial break, and that was with Sol Ruka and Lara Valkyria. Before I'm going to go through the entirety of what I would do, what to change, what not, blah, 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 hit the like and subscribe button. My name's Beer. I don't bite. I will get pissed at you if you're going to be an asshole to me. So, don't like it? Fuck yous. And by the way, E-Lifers, don't worry, it's not just WWE I'm going to rinse. I will be rinsing AEW soon enough. TNA are doing a decent job with their women. Anyway, I digress. At the moment, Monday Night Raw has three active babyface characters. Io, Sol, and Bayley. Taking of what's going on with the whole Bayley situation, we don't know whether Bayley's staying or going. You could now say that there's only two baby faces on Monday Night Raw. Is this company being lazy? Do we really want to go back to the Diva days, where we only had 3-minute women's matches? The guy that's running creative now set the bar for women's wrestling. Who remembers Paige against Tenille Dashwood, aka Emma? We had that match and it raised the bar again to put women's wrestling back to where it belongs. Sasha and Bayley then took it to the next level. And ever since then, women's wrestling has been on the map again. But seeing as Vince McMahon hated women's wrestling, as well as Bruce Pritchard and John Laurinaitis People Power hated women's wrestling, I'm now genuinely a concerned wrestling fan. I've watched WWE since 2099. I've endured Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, PG, the Renaissance Era, whatever the fuck they call it nowadays. Now I'm living in Ruthless Depression because the company is that bad. Right. Let's get to the women's division. On the Raw. Right. Champion. Liv Morgan. Take the belt off her. Seriously. It's been 100 days, as I'm recording this, since she won the title from Stephanie Vaquero at WrestleMania. She's not had one single title defense. Now, before the Liv Morgan retards that's all going to come in and say, it's not her fault. It isn't her fault. I blame the fucking creative team. Blame the creative team. Blame Triple H. Blame Bruce Pritchard. Blame Michael Hayes. Blame Paul Heyman. And the other nerds, it's all in the fucking fucking creative meeting. The creative sucks. And again, I do not blame Liv Morgan. If they were very well hell bent on having Stephanie Vaquero to be the one to face Liv Morgan in a rematch, Why couldn't you put Liv in a mini feud with a Bayley or a when she was a babyface? Or are you looking to elevate a Sol Ruka? Are you aiming to maybe turn Roxanne Perez babyface? There's many ideas of what you could do. Right, let's look. Where's Asuka? When are we getting Asuka back on television? We've not seen Asuka since the night after Backlash when she had that incredible match with Io Sky. This is the toughest one to start with. So, as you know, as we went into Backlash, it was Io and Asuka in a match where we pretty much knew that someone was fired 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, which I covered a lot on the whole, let's say, Kyrie situation. Asuka and Io have the match, a wonderful match, and then they both hug and cuddle in the ring, and then Io and Asuka were backstage the next night, but Asuka packing her bags, and it looks like she was going back to Japan. This show needs baby faces. Get Asuka back on television. ASAP. Need Asuka back. Get her back at SummerSlam. Because if Kairi Sane's debuting on Dynamite on Wednesday, they're going to throw the SOS card. Oh, we'll get Asuka back in. Fucking ridiculous. Bayley. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know whether if Bayley is staying or going. There is talks about AEW picking her up. I wouldn't be surprised if she went to AEW. Personally, as an unselfish way, I want Bayley to stay in WWE because she can help the next generation come through. Then likes of your rising kids from NXT. But her booking has been dog shit ever since she lost the women's title to Nia Jax at SummerSlam in 2024. Her booking has been dog shit. Anyway, let me open a can of beer while I'm doing this. While I'm going to go through this fucking disaster. Becky Lynch. Heel. The first heel I'm talking about. Becky's doing the best work of her career. She's doing the best work of her career probably since the Man days. And we've not seen Becky Lynch on television ever since she lost to Sol Ruka. If this is Becky taking a break, or are WWE probably going to be desperate and probably have to turn Becky Lynch babyface, considering they've got no babyfaces on Monday Night Raw? I love Becky, but I keep her as a heel for now. But if they turn about babyface, I wouldn't be upset about it. Ivy Nile, a loser, has not hardly been used. Why did you call her up from NXT, like with the Creed brothers? So ever since Chad Gable left American Made, Ivy Nile has been known as our Miss Main Event every week. I digress. Io Sky, best women's wrestler in the world. The hottest babyface on Raw, and hopefully will be the one to beat Liv Morgan at SummerSlam to end this fucking disaster. Liv Morgan, excellent storyteller, one of the better wrestlers in my personal opinion. Her promos are terrible. Her gimmick is boring. Get her away from Dominic Mysterio because it's holding Dom back. Yeah? Yeah, Triple H? Listening? Yeah, thank you. Lyra Valkyria, probably the most interesting thing about her is on Raw at the minute, is what's going on with Lyra Valkyria. Now, if you were living under a rock, a video popped up on Sunday morning. It was a match between Sol and Lyra at a house show, and Bayley attacked Lyra before the match started. It turned into a triple threat in the end. So is this meaning that this feud between Lyra and Bayley is not yet over? I hope not. But Lyra as a heel, I keep her as a heel. Maxine Dupree, oh my God. The only thing I'm content with is that they've actually found something for her to do instead of being boring. She's still terrible. She can't wrestle. Get her in the. She should have gone to NXT to get herself fucking better. 2 more heels. Well, Natty, I'm not counting because I got this. We're on Wikipedia up at the moment. Natty, she's mainly down in NXT and she's one of the LFG coaches, but I'll give Natty a pass. But I'm not digging this new gimmick. It was okay at the start. Now it sucks. Raquel Gonzalez. Why is she still in the Judgment Day? Why is she still in this team with Liv Morgan? I'm sorry. Until she's still in that tag team with Liv Morgan, Raquel is a fucking loser. Where am I telling lies? Raquel should be one of the faces of the women's division right now. Remember when they broke her away from Dakota Kai? And she went on and was one of the better NXT women's champions that there was until obviously Vince and Bruce got their hands on NXT and she had to drop the belt to Mandy fucking Rose. Anyway, we won't go there. But Raquel tonight is facing Sol Ruka in a rematch when we had 2 weeks ago. Is WWE this fucking lazy? Man. Roxanne Perez, please turn her babyface for the love of Christ. She's ran her course as a heel. It's time to get her back as a babyface. She was so good as a babyface. She was like the girl next door gimmick in NXT. It got over. She was the face of the women's division. She held the NXT championship longer than anyone. I think it was about 400 something odd days combined as NXT women's champion. But Roxanne's great. Put her as a fucking babyface. Break her away from Liv. If it's not Io, it's Roxanne. Simple. And Sol Ruka, Women's Intercontinental Champion. Feud with Lyra. And belt Lyra. And then push Sol going for the women's title. Simple as that. We do have the injuries on the shelf in a minute. Let's roll down because I know there's a few that's out injured at the moment. Who was on Raw? Naomi. God, please. Can you pop that baby out? We need entertainment. We need Naomi back. I plead, Naomi. Please, Naomi. We miss you so much. Stephanie Vaquer. Please, come back, Stephanie Vaquer. We miss you. This show sucks, honestly. I fucking hate Monday Night Raw. It's so bad. And I'm going to get to SmackDown to see who I think would benefit from going over to Raw from SmackDown. I'm going to go to... Actually, no. We'll start with NXT. Let's name a few from NXT who I think should be called up to Raw. All right, let me get NXT. I don't have to say Lola Vice because Lola Vice is on her way to the main roster. Alvarez said she's going to go to SmackDown. So I'm fine with her going to SmackDown. If they can get at least 3 from SmackDown, will go to Raw. Jada Parker, why is she still in NXT? Why is she still in NXT? She's got charisma. She's excellent in the ring. She can tell promo. She's a good storyteller, and she can cut a fucking promo. Unlike your champion, Liv Morgan, who's terrible. Kendall Gray, way too soon. Kalani's a heel. Lizzie Rain, I think it's a bit too soon. Why is Tatum Paxley still in NXT? To have sense in the storyline with Bayley and Lyra, call Tatum Paxley up. Tatum should be in the fucking story by now. Tatum should have been called up after she lost the title to Zarya. What are we waiting for? Jesus Christ. Thea Hale. I love Thea, but it's way too soon. Even though she's been in NXT for a while, she's only very young. She's still very green. Ren, nowhere near ready yet. Zarya. Zarya's been in NXT for 2 years now. Zarya was one name I predicted was going to get a call up, but unfortunately it's way too soon. The others I got here, Ariana, no way. Izzy, not just yet. Kali's just arrived. Carmen, no chance. She's killing it in AAA. Kalani, I think SmackDown bound, but can obviously be with Mela, but she's a heel. Speaking of trash down, oh man, let's go to this garbage roster. Oh, let's go to the free agents. AJ Lee. Why is there no creative plans for AJ Lee? She's one of the biggest baby faces. I'll wait. Why is AJ Lee not in any creative ideas when you could have had AJ to help out Io or help out Bayley in this feud with Lyra? And if you're having Tatum heel, you've got AJ and Bayley against Tatum and Lyra. Why am I booking shit better than fucking WWE? Oh man, two people I do not want to name. The Bella twins. Get them off television. They both fucking suck. Paige. Why is she in a fucking team with the Bellas? After SummerSlam, get her out of... get her out. Get her on Raw. They need baby faces. Right, now I'm on SmackDowns now. Who I think would benefit well going to Raw. I will name you 4 baby faces that can save this division. Number 1, Alexa Bliss. Now, is she the Bret the Hitman Hart of women's wrestling? No, but Alexa is very popular. She's very over. Have the match with Charlotte Flair, then trade Alexa to Raw. Get her away from Jade Cargill, for Christ's sake. Get her away from Jade Cargill. I never have any intention on ever seeing Jade Cargill wrestle again. She's fucking terrible. She is terrible. B-Fab, bomb, waste of time. Blake Monroe, she's only just been called up, but they're not doing anything with Mariah May. Is this the same Mariah May that we saw in AEW? Who had one of the best women's matches I've ever seen against Toni Storm, but they've done nothing with Blake ever since. All she's done is just beat the crap out of people. Anyway, I'll wait. Candice LeRae is not you. She's mainly now a bit of a... She's just there with Johnny Gargano now. Get them both out. Get them to AEW, for Christ's sake. Charlotte Flair. I think we know what the plan's going to be. Charlotte Flair is going to win the ladder match, and to pop a cheap rating, we're going to have Rhea and Charlotte SmackDown before Crown Jewel, so WWE can tap their investment and have the match with Io and Rhea at Crown Jewel. Easy. Someone I think may benefit is Chelsea Green. I think Chelsea's so underrated. I think she's entertaining. I think she's a great young wrestler. I think she's in her late 30s, but still young. Chelsea Green's younger than me, so I don't give a fuck. Fallon's just been called up, so I'm going to excuse Fatal Influence. Oh, man, this one hurts. Julia, trade her to Raw. Why can you pair her up with Io to help out, to get Julia over? Why couldn't you put Julia to team with Asuka if WWE went such fucking retards and they got rid of Kairi Sane? You could have had the Sky Pirates against the next Kabuki Warriors in Asuka and Julia. See? Thinking outside the box. If you're going to put Julia as a babyface, then why the fuck are you wasting her time on SmackDown just getting the crap kicked out of her? And you're having the match between her and Kiana James, and you have it on fucking main event in a dark match. The fuck is going on? Jade Cargill, I hope I never see her wrestle again. She's fucking awful. Jordynne Grace. Oh my God, what a fall from grace. No pun intended. Get Jordynne Grace back to NXT. Get her down to NXT and go and have a banger match with Zarya. Go and probably even go for the women's title. Go and have a banger match with Kendall Gray. Kiana James, keep her on SmackDown. She's never used on Raw. Lash Legend, please get her away from Nia Jax. Lash is good enough to go on her own. Mia Yim, no, loser. And I love Mia. I loved her in Black and Gold. I like the feud with her ex-husband Keith Lee against Gargano and Candice. I love that gimmick. But hell, Nia Jax. I hope I never see her wrestle again. She's fucking terrible. And one more that would benefit from a move to Raw. Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany, she's done everything she needs to do on SmackDown. So I would get Tiffany over to Raw. She needs a fresh coat of paint. And I think that will benefit having Tiffany going to Raw. But put her as a rock solid babyface or what have you. But if you're not, Bianca Belair. Oh my God, how much I miss that woman so much. Now, I'll be very truthful with y'all. I was not the biggest fan of Bianca Belair in 2022 to 2023. I thought she fell a bit forced. But till her promos were no longer cringy, but then she was putting on banger match after banger match after banger match. That's how I started being a big fan of Bianca Belair again. But my God, her presence is missed. And doesn't matter if it's Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. Bianca is a big loss, and I hope she gives birth to a beautiful baby, as well as Naomi. Who else we got? Piper Niven. I don't think we're ever going to see Piper Niven again wrestle. It's a shame because Piper Niven, I think she is so underrated and underlooked at. So it's a shame, but we love you, Piper. Keep fighting. And Rhea Ripley, I don't know why she's still a champion. They should have just took the fucking belt off her. But then again, I digress because Triple H is a fucking dumbass. So I've named you some shit that they've done. Now I'm going to go on to let me find the Fightful page with free agents with women's wrestling right now. Let's look. Let's get this up, y'all. I should have already put this up. All right, I'm on Fightful, even though they blocked me on Twitter because I said some shit about them. This is as of 2026. Let's look. Aaliyah's still a free agent. Holy shit, she's not found shit for fucking ages. Let's have a look at how many fumbles there. Kaylee Ray, holy shit, she should have been on Raw. She should be one of the biggest baby faces in the women's division. Oh, fuck out of here. Well, TNA recently released Alicia Fox, so please tell me they're not bringing her back. I'm not being funny. She fucking sucks. Dakota Kai, terrible mistake releasing her. I thought it was a terrible mistake. She was getting over slowly. And then suddenly they released her. But then again, I can probably understand because of the of how injury prone she was. It's a shame. I love Dakota. Let's go down. Why did they release Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carr? If they wanted to elevate that women's tag team division, then why did you release Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter? That made no sense. No wonder that women's tag team division is the worst tag team division I've ever seen. AEW's women's tag division isn't that bad. Trust me. Nikki Cross, she's only just come back to wrestling. Good luck to her. I think she's going to fucking kill it. Shayna Baszler. No, her and Zoe Stark. Big up to her. First match back ever since she got let go from the WWE prison. Kairi Sane is expected to be at AEW. Good. I hope she kills it over there. Tessa Blanchard. They're not going to get Tessa Blanchard. She's going to be in CMLL. May even do a crossover at Forbidden Door. That would be pretty cool. Look at the personalities. Holy shit. WWE will probably be that stupid and that retarded. They'll probably bring back Cameron. They'll probably bring in Vicky Guerrero. They probably bring in Katie Forbes if they ever bring back Van Dam for one fucking night. Anyway, Tennille Dashwood, Emma. Fuck me, she's still a free agent. Tennille Dashwood, man, so underrated. But man, Monday Night Raw, man, that show is in a mess. So I've spent 25 minutes ranting about how crap this women's division is. Let me know what you would do with this women's division. I'll tell you, I'm wearing my Blake Monroe shirt because I'm a Blake Monroe guy. Hit the like, subscribe button. If you don't, not a problem. If you do like everything, more content. AW Redemption review coming tomorrow. I have not been doing my Raw and SmackDown reviews because I've been get booted off the internet. Redemption, I got a lot to say. And also, sickos, don't think because I'm ripping the piss out of WWE does not mean I'm not going to lay into AEW for their women's division, because their women's division sucks, as well as WWE. I'll part of your 4 names. Anyway, hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Also, Max Wrestling, every Thursday. Go to the website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Join our Facebook group at Max Wrestling, and I'll see you guys next time. Tally ho.